This is the Man Stop It podcast. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. With my next story. And this story is on my little homie, Bayzoo. Real life. No BS. It's a real story. On this story, I'll clear up a lot. And this is the story I got on Bayzoo. One day I was leaving my son's crib, one of my sons, and it had to be like 8, 9 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm leaving, and I get a call from Bayzoo, and this the time around the time when my son was down there. My son was down there for that Donda, and he called my phone, and we was talking, and I'm like, "What up, Zoo?" He like, "What up, Les?" You know what I'm saying? And he was just saying to me that, man, I see your son, he doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Les." I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, I ain't got nothing against your son." And I told him, and I said to him, I say, "Zoo, why would you have something against my son? You don't even know my son." You feel me? That's just what I said to Zoo. But he was just like, "Les, I just want you to know, man, that, ain't no beef and all that. I just want you to know I ain't got nothing against your son." I said, "That's cool." You know what I'm saying? So we talked, and he was like, "Yeah, I know your son down here at the Donda." You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, "Yeah, he down there, he doing his thing." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "Yeah, that was it." You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it ain't never been a problem with Zoo, with none of my people. You feel me? With Duck, any of my sons. You know what I'm saying? And my family, period. Zoo like my family. His son is my nephew. I call him my nephew. That's Raheem's. And that's Raheem's baby brother. You feel me? So, uh, that's Raheem baby brother, his son. So, you know, Zoo is my shorty, like my little homie. So, I just want people to know and don't get it twisted and don't get it mixed up that I call Zoo and I beg beg them not to do nothing to my son. I don't have to call Zoo for nothing like that. Zoo not gonna do that. Zoo don't have no beef. You heard what I just said. He don't have nothing against my son. Now that other beef, that's somebody else's beef. That ain't had nothing to do with Zoo. You feel me? So, Zoo, Zoo know who Duck was. Zoo know who my sons and them is. He knew who Scrap was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Scrap used to go to parties at Raheem's house for my nephew Raheem, and Zoo used to be there. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying though, a story on Zoo is, that's my man. He like that. He get out. And like right before Doug died, a situation went on at a club that one of my little cousins got hit up or whatever. But motherfucker thought they saw a certain person, and I ain't get up with him, but he got up with me because somebody put that out there that I thought it was him. He called me, we talked, it wasn't him, and he told me. He like, Les, any other time, you would get up with me for anything that happened. You feel me? And I just was like, man, I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't believe it anyway, you know? But winded up, man, put Duck on the phone, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I put Duck on the phone with him. Him and Duck on the three-way. And he talked to Duck. You know, just to let people know on the real note that he knew my little cousin. Him and my little cousin done had conversations. They done bumped heads before in the streets. You know, and Zoo told me like, Les, you know, I would never have a problem with your cousins or your sons. He didn't get in my business. I mean, he didn't get in none of that extracurricular beef that they had with them other people. He didn't get in that. And he let it be known like, I'm not on that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, he knew what time it is. You feel me? And that's just the respect factor that he had and the respect that I have for him. It's all about respect. And once we all get that through our head and everybody can come together, you can have an understanding. Now that little shit that was going around on Clubhouse, talking about Vernie, talking about Lil Vernie, talking about I called Bayzoo and begged them for my son, that's a lie. That's a lie. Uh, that's a lie, big lie. Like I say, he called me and we was talking about the Don. He knew my son was out there and he was basically saying, congratulations to my son. You feel me? And letting me know that I don't have nothing against your son Ruger. And I basically just let him know that why should you have something against my son? You don't even know my son like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the story. One of my stories I got on Zoo. And I got a lot of stories on Zoo. But that's the story I'm going to leave y'all with. And I just want to say again, you know, we got to do better out here. We got to do better. So I got more stories coming. So just tune in, keep your ears locked and loaded to me. Pay attention. And I'm just gonna say this again. Man, stop it.